Hey guys, I'm Lauren and I'm the editor here at Bloguettes, and today we're going to be talking about 5 things to consider before starting a blog. So these days it really seems like everyone is trying to start a blog of their own, and while it might seem easy to just start a blog, a very small percentage of people actually stick with it, and that's because blogging takes a lot more work than what a lot of people think. So it's easy to become discouraged and give up right away, but really the more that you know about blogging before you get started, the better off you'll be. So here are just a few things to keep in mind before you start. Alrighty, so the first thing to consider are your goals. Now, this might seem like a really simple one, but it's so important. By defining what your goals are for your blog, you can really set yourself up for success and know what success means for you. So here at Bloguettes, we always say to kind of take yourself to coffee. So by this, we mean to just sit down with yourself and really brainstorm for your blog, like what you want to get out of it and where you see it taking you long term. So consider things like your time commitment. So is this going to be a full-time thing or a part-time thing? And also, is this something that you want to eventually turn into a business and monetize? So really just take these things into consideration so you can set yourself up for success, and also know that your goals will probably change over time, but just remember to keep checking back in to make sure that what you're doing is in line with what you want to achieve. Alright, and the next thing to consider is your niche. So what are you going to write about and what types of content do you want to create? So this is a really big decision to make because it's going to determine the overall direction of your blog. So when picking your niche, really try to pick something that's sustainable. You want to pick something that you can continuously create content on over time. And also just make sure that it's not something that's trendy and that people aren't going to lose interest in 6 months to a year's time. And also, you want to just make sure it's something that you have a passion for, because if you love what you're writing about, you're going to be more motivated to stick with it and really give your all to it. And then also just make sure with your niche that you don't limit yourself. You want to pick something that's broad enough that you can write different things, but also something that's not so broad that your blog lacks focus. Another thing to consider is site functionality. So what do you want your site to be able to do, and how much control do you want to have over the customization? So if you want to just build a basic blog with simple features, then a drag and drop site builder like Squarespace might be perfect for you. But if you really want to have full customization over your blog and what it looks like and the different features you can have, we always recommend going the self-hosted route and building your site on a platform like WordPress.org, because this is really going to give you full control over what your blog can do. And there are a ton of different platforms and blog hosting options out there, and we could really talk about that all day, but the key here is really just to do your research beforehand and explore all of the available options to you so you can make a decision that best fits your blog and your goals. And this is really going to make it so that you don't have to go back and change this later on. So the next thing to consider is your added value. So why should someone visit your blog as opposed to someone else's? So really, when you determine what's special about what you bring to the table, this is when you can really market yourself as a blogger and know what makes you unique. So for example, maybe you want to use your blog to share the different recipes that you make. So rather than just marketing yourself as a food blogger, get a little bit more specific. So what kinds of ingredients do you bake with? Or do you target a specific audience? Maybe you make super easy recipes to make that are great for busy moms on the go. So really just get specific and hone in on your target audience and what's special about what you bring to the table. So the last thing to take into consideration is source of traffic. So in the beginning, you're going to spend a lot of time designing your blog, and you're going to put in a lot of time and effort to continuously create content. So you want to make sure that you have a plan of how you're actually going to get it in front of your target audience. So this is why it's so important to have a marketing plan for your blog from the beginning. So maybe you're really going to invest in the SEO of your site so that it can be found organically, or maybe you're going to use social media to promote it, or even invest in paid advertising for your blog. So whatever that might be, just make sure you have a marketing plan for your blog in the beginning so that as soon as it launches, you can get it in front of the people that you want it to be. Alright, so I hope these tips and tricks are helpful as you guys are thinking about starting a blog of your own. And at the end of the day, just remember that you're the one that determines what success looks like for you. So just be patient and put in the hard work, and you guys will eventually see blogging success. And then if you guys are planning to start a blog of your own but aren't quite sure where to start, we offer a variety of different training and consulting services here at Bloguettes and would love to help you guys. So if you want to learn more information about that, I'll leave that in the description box below. And as always, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.